So, gas station then.
Gas station, built in the early 1900s.
This is a neat little thing.
Shall we... Let's do the outside first. Ah, this is like a Munchkin car.
Yeah.
Could you imagine trying to get in there? And look how tiny it is. Even I wouldn't be able to fit in that.
It's like the first customized toy car. Like push pedal car, like Flintstones, you know him?
And then you've got the generator, lights, dangerous waste.
That's really cool. Oh, there's cold drinks inside. So that's a plus. Oh, wow, look at that cash register.
That dates back to 1924. Have a look around the other side.
And that got the motor oil and stuff here. Wow.
So you would ring it up, do the handle, receipt would pop out there.
Yeah. Oh, they're so neat.
Now this is the pump house.
Pump house.
The pump house, it was the only water supply, and also miners lived in here, and paranormal activity.
Really?
Oh yeah. Apparently a miner has been seen with a child in period clothing. A woman has been heard calling for her children, and also people have said that they feel like they're being watched.
That's strange, because I do feel like I'm being watched for some reason. So the core samples here. We've seen those in the field quite a bit.
Okay, I have a question for all you miners out there. Take a good look at this. I'm going to just turn it round. And there's a little sign on it that says, if you know what this is, please tell us. Thanks. So, Richard, Doc, all you miners.
Jeff Williams, if you're watching.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
Well, these are some kind of gaskets. That would be my guess. They made the same kind of material as gaskets. A little bit kind of like that corky, rubbery type feel.
Uh-huh.
And here are the miners' lanterns. Those are really, those are so cool.
Well, these weren't just miners' lanterns. These were just lanterns back in the day.
Yeah, but, you know, obviously I think they're used in the mines. I love all this stuff. I mean, it's just...
Got an ore bucket here.
Oh, here's a
Can you get that, the glare?
little bit of glare. You can see the ore bins, the chute going down there. Here's an ore bucket, an ore car.
This is mucking, for mucking.
Oh, look at all those little dirty muckers right there. So we're doing this actually in reverse order, and you'll see what we mean here in a second. Because there's mucking, so that's obviously taking all the rock out off a muck sheet, placing it into the ore bin or a car.
And there, yeah, we did do this the other way around. So this is blasting box.
Yep.
Blasting first.
So the blasting, which opens up the mine adits, which creates the rock that they then need to muck out. But that's all started
with the drilling.
with the drilling. Remember in Wallace, we got an up-close look at how the like even the sound that the drill made when
They were so loud.
absolutely deafening.
No wonder most miners are deaf.
Huh?
Pardon?
What?
What did you say?
I don't know.
Right, let's take a look at the next one. So next is the roost. Now this was built in the late 1880s and it was originally a residence. So they've now got it laid out as a museum, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So they've got tons of things in here.
Look, all the crucibles in here. Little tiny, is those like those crucibles as well? It almost looks like a child's tea set.
Yeah, not sure. Then you've got a mortar and pestle. I remember my dad having these in the chemist, in the pharmacy.
Yeah. Here's some of the for the ball mill. Still got the iron ball pieces in here. Old prospecting pan. Some core samples.
And then look at all the bottles at the back. They're really great.
Orange Crush.
I like the stoneware at the top.
Oh, the old beer and whiskey bottles up here. See, I mean, everything, even the whiskey bottles, they just had detail in them. Everything was just so fancy.
Well, they took pride in everything back
They
in
did.
those days. Now it's
There's-
just, let's, you know,
As cheap as possible. Let's
cheap as
put it in
possible, muck
plastic.
it out,
Yeah.
you know, throw it out.
And
get
even
money.
like the photos here of these old gentlemen here gambling, they're all in hats, suits, ties, just dressed respectable. Even the hobos. Look at the hobos.
Look at the Wild Bill Hickok.
Yeah.
Oh, Calamity Jane. Let's go over the other side. Ah, got a fun fact about this piano.
Okay.
Paranormal activity. This piano has been known to play by itself
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
in the middle of the night
Oh, I
and
wonder
during
if...
and during the day.
Okay, I was gonna say, if anybody's here that knows how to play the piano, please feel free to play us a tune.
And the telephone, that rings as well.
Oh, sweet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, record players. Those are
Do you know, it's
record players at the top.
my parents had all this stuff from obviously my grandparents, my great grandparents,
Yeah.
and they kept it. I don't know whatever happened to it all.
Baseball and baseball bat over here. Toothpicks, some butter knives.
And this sewing machine here is identical to the one that I still have somewhere in England.
Yeah, that looks a lot like the one my mom's got as well.
It was my grandmother's.
Love
Oh, and the old radio.
it. Oh, nice. And again, it's one of those, the smell of all of these, the smell of history.
Let's go back rather than walk.
Oh yeah, there's more to
Yep.
this.
Let's go back out here. Now this is the real paranormal activity section. There's a little doll by the name of Dolly, and she was owned by a child spirit known as Izzy, and this is called Izzy's Corner, and she's high energy, and she's meant to play and happy little dolly. And then the porcelain doll, the large one that's in the pram, now that used to be in a...
Lizzie, Dolly, can you
Hello.
say hello?
It's been lovely meeting you both.
Yeah.
The picture, the photograph, isn't that lovely?
Yeah. Kind of looks like Dolly.
I'm assuming this one's Dolly. I'm not sure because
Yeah.
It could be the
Could be
dolly,
this
that one.
or there's some in the case.
Or it even could be,
Oh, yeah.
oh, I wonder if it's that.
Could any of you move for us? Dance around?
Can you close your eyes and open them again for us?
The eyes closed. Just kidding.
Mind that big spider right by your foot?
Where?
To the left. This huge one down here.
Oh my God. That's about the size of the one that was inside Tybo.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
I'll give you a size comparison. That's why I was freaking out.
It was nowhere
okay?
near that big.
Yeah, it was. Stop. All right, now don't tell me. I'm gonna guess, just by the look, that this is the late 1800s to early 1900s blacksmith shop, judging by this air compressor here and some of the tools lying around. I knew it. I'm getting pretty good at this. I just noticed, I like this sign right in here. Most people know not to steal from a ghost town, but be advised, motion sensor security cameras are in use for those that don't. These things, I love that somebody has taken the time to care, find these, put them on display. And that's another important part because of Vulture City here. It does cost to get in, it's $15 a person, but it's for this purpose. They're preserving all these buildings. There's mines, active mining that's going on just behind the property. So these are always in risk of being taken down or having to be moved. So
This is a grinding wheel. You would sit, pedal with your feet up and down, and I guess sharpen. Wow.
yeah, so out here is more like the blacksmith's area. That's as we were referring to earlier. It's got more of the equipment and tools that they would have. See, we've got a bunch of the stakes. Yeah, railroad spikes. I'm trying to think of the name. Thank you.
They're not as heavy as I thought they would be.
But then you got some like these casts for drill steel. See the different pieces and such. That's just more crucibles and things. Huge tanks, all the equipment.
Oh, Ingersoll Rand.
Huh.
Now, did you know why the Vulture mine was called the Vulture mine?
I know vultures hang around for a lot of deaths and stuff, or is that?
So the answer's no, then you don't know.
No.
Well, I'll tell you.
Please do.
Nobody knows. It's a complete mystery. True story. And it's nice that they've even got their signs.
Yeah, the signs
Kind
are.
of that oldie worldy.
Yep.
Not too new. And then you've got these little tags on things to say what they are.
Yeah, and then again, reiterate, somebody's gone through a lot of work and put in a lot of detail and time and effort to put this on for us to come and enjoy.
And you can spend all day here. It's open every day of the week from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Nice. We'll probably be here for that length of time.
Probably.
And then, sorry about the little bit of sun glare. Here's a massive lathe. I had a friend growing up whose father did woodworking, wood carving, and he had a huge lathe. I remember the first time I went over there, he made my friend and I 2 swords by using this lathe and then just hand doing it. He did it all with a chainsaw. So those guys are just extreme artists.
So this was salvaged from the powerhouse in 2017.
And then check this out up here. You got your winch motor out there and your incline shaft with a head frame. Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but there is an ore bin up there. So now, with an incline shaft that normally had a skip car, I thought, based on the incline. So was the ore car, would they also do the ore cars on there? Or was that just for loading them down into the mine to begin with? You can let us know by commenting down below. And, you know, we're in an old mining ghost town, so we're gonna see what the nickel rays looks like, or nicole, however you want to pronounce that. Here we go.
So this is a 170-foot raise, and it was constructed in the attempt to explore the 135-foot level. And did you know there is over 20 miles of tunnels, and no raise would be complete without a ghost?
Oh, there's a ghost here too.
Apparently so. There's been reports of footsteps, voices have been heard echoing deep from the shaft.
Hello down there.
Hello. It's dark down here.
Yeah, it is. You got those string lights that go down for a while, but after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, you can't see them anymore.
Yep, 170 foot.
Gives me the heebie-jeebies standing over this. All right, and here is their old school elevator. They would ride down the 170 feet to the drift. Now with this one, I don't think they'd be listening to John Tesh on the way down. And this is the Wells Fargo building. So what is it?
Excuse me, can I help you?
Oh, no.
Now, back in 2017, this building was a pile of rubble, and in just a few years, they managed to reconstruct it as it was. Come inside, let's take a look. So this wasn't just the post office, this was also a store, and it was also acted as a bank.
So there's some old US mail bags, those are cool.
Did you know the first home delivery of mail in Arizona was in 1896 in Tempe?
Wow.
True story.
And here's a gem and mineral map of the Arizona Territory.
So this was originally the mortician's house, and then it became a church, and now they hold weddings here.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this
Pretty
is really
neat.
nice.
Oh, and the little girl, Izzy,
Yes.
she's claimed this as her playroom. So apparently she's often in here, and you hear her giggling and playing with her dollies.
Yeah, I was going to say you can see because there are dollies and things that a child would love to just... I mean, even I want to sit there and play around with some of this stuff.
Do you know, I love all this vintage clothes. My mum was very into vintage.
Yeah.
And I remember in my mum's wardrobe, especially as a kid, when I used to play dress up, she had some vintage clothes.
Yeah, it's always, like we've stated earlier, it's just, it looks so classy.
I mean, look, even the hat
Yeah,
and the fur coat.
class, style,
Totally.
elegance. So this is obviously the church part of it.
Mm-hmm. It's nice and bright and roomy as well.
It is, and it feels, it's got a good feel. Puppy.
Aww. What a lovely room.
I
A
know,
lovely
this
place.
is
Especially
really
seeing as it
nice.
was a mortuary.
Exactly, and it, like I said, it has a big, open, airy, nice feel to it.
Well, I guess when it was the mortician lived here, you can see it used to be several rooms. They've
Yeah,
opened it up
Mm-hmm.
when it became a church. Huh.
nice. All right, next one.
So this is the workshop, and it used to house the mill.
Oh, okay.
And it's the largest building on the property.
I say it's pretty long.
It's
Oh, yeah, like the Adobe style brick.
uh-huh.
That's really nice. Is that a photo or a painting?
it's a painting.
That's beautiful.
Or is it?
I think that's a photo.
It's nice. Would you look at the size of that safe?
See, every time we've went across a safe, it's been out in a wash somewhere.
Oh.
Ornately decorated.
Isn't
painted.
it gorgeous? And look how ornate it is, even inside.
Wow.
Isn't that lovely?
And another one
Yep, little baby one.
for the precious.
That's for money, isn't it?
Money, jewels,
Yeah.
anything that you want to keep safe.
So, it's got 3 locks. Fireproof. Now, there's a spirit in here as well, apparently.
Really?
Or
That's
a
almost
being.
all the buildings, isn't
Or
it?
a being. They say that in photographs, a being of a face has been captured on camera peering through the top window. Now,
Okay.
this would never have been 2 stories,
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
so it elevates.
Hovers above to look around. All right, so we'll have to get some photos out there, see if we can capture.
Look at all the machinery, bits and pieces, square nails.
Square nails, files.
Huh.
All right, Mr. Spirit, hope you like to be on camera. We'd love to capture you.
So this is the bunkhouse, and the company bunkhouse. So people would share bunks on their rotated shift basis, including the lice and the dirt. It was there was $1 a day charge for room and board, and a typical miner's pay back in the 1880s ranged from $2.50 to $3.50 a day. And during the 1900s, tennis was a pastime that they used to like to enjoy.
So this one says kitchen/bar above the door. That's some nice maps. Oh, that's cool. I
Monster!
like that. Must have been part of the Halloween decorations. And then a ghostly figure in the mirror.
This is really neat.
Yeah, this is a cool room. Again, fancy furniture. It looks kind of like a library. So, kitchen area. You see that there's cans of, there's applesauce,
Pears,
peaches, raspberries.
I bet they tasted really good as well.
Yeah.
And look at the bottles. Look how ornate the bottles are.
Again, it's all about craftsmanship and pride. I
I tell you, in the 1900s, early 1900s, they were very, very up with
Very
their
ahead of their
refrigeration. And you've got all the mason jars.
Coffee in there, that's cool.
This is, look at the stove.
Yeah, no, these are,
I'm just so fascinated with the stoves.
yeah, again, just works of art.
Wrought Iron Range Company, St. Louis, Missouri.
See, in this one, heat indicator, wow. And here's the rest of the kitchen.
Another deep freeze.
Wow. They had it all in here.
How chilling. And you've got a mince meter, rolling pins, grinder.
And then this stove here
Yeah,
is
so
massive.
this is the cookhouse. So there has been reports of women chatting, babies crying. Take a look. So all the water would run
down
into the bowls. That's really neat, isn't it?
Yeah, that's cool.
So I believe this is the Madame's bedroom or boudoir.
Okay.
And look at that bed frame, circa 1700s.
That is incredible.
Pretty neat, isn't it? This is actually a really lovely room, isn't it?
Yeah. Lots of space.
So the brothel also was a boarding house, and the ladies would sit in here and then entertain the gentlemen in their own private quarters. Now, I do have a fun fact.
Okay.
Apparently, if a visitor plays the piano, it pisses somebody off because things have gone hurtling across the room.
Really?
Yep.
Do you know a tune? I do.
So don't play with the piano.
Oh. And then the kitchen area.
So yeah, room and board for the people that would stay. So I guess B&B.
Yeah.
Bed, breakfast and evening meal.
Mm-hmm. And entertainment.
Nightly entertainment.
Yeah. What more could you ask for? And this is the entertainment room.
Well, if there's only one room,
Oh, it looks by the, like what's in the closet, that what's...
would be the entertainment room. Dress up.
Yeah.
And there's an old sewing machine on the windowsill. And a little pair of shoes,
Shoes by the door.
so she can make a quick getaway.
Yeah. A violin case over here.
Oh, and here is a license for that. We can't say the word because YouTube doesn't like it.
Yeah, but you can read it.
And what date is that?
Let me see if I...
1876?
1876?
Yeah.
Wow, can you... I don't know if you can see the date on there. There's a little bit of glare.
10th of June. It expires 10th of June, 1876.
Wow.
It's a pretty neat old place.
It is. I just love the... I keep saying that, I'm like a broken record, but just the build style.
And the smell, you can smell the...
Yeah, the smell and just walking through. I mean, you know, you're walking in the footsteps of history when you're walking through these places.
I
It's
love
incredible.
the deepness of the windowsill.
Yeah, it just, there's a lot of character, a lot of...
Well, I guess also, I mean, the width of the walls
Right.
for protection against the heat.
Then around back, attached to the room, as you can see there, that would have been a doorway into the bedroom.
Then this would have been the ensuite.
Yep.
So I would imagine then that that must have been the madam's room.
Liquid shampoo. It contains quinine.
Interesting. Let's have a look along here. So this is what it used to look like. And this is, they renovated it.
Yep, that's why it's so important to come here, see this for yourself. Help, your $15 donation to get in helps them restore these lovely buildings.
So this,
Oh, from the other side.
yeah. I know, I'm taking it that this is the madam's room. I guess it could have been the other one. And then here is the doctor's office.
Huh. So I wonder if people would frequent next door and say, hey, this is just what the doctor ordered.
The old medicine and the old medicine bottles, sorry. The old wheelchair.
That is really neat.
And then you've got your pee-pee,
The bedpan.
the bedpan, your pee-pee pan. And look at the child's shoe.
Yeah.
This is really
This
neat.
stuff, oh, okay, I gotta come back. I missed this. Look at like on the table there, the paperwork. The pelvis, the spinal cord, the ribs. There's a diagram of the heart, the spinal, and the whole skeleton right there. It's just this period of history.
I cure women of female diseases and piles.
Gold watch and ring free.
So I can't. So only women get piles.
I guess.
Now they believe that this was Henry Wickenburg's original house. Wow, look at the size of that.
That's solid. So Wickenburg, that's the name of the next town.
Yeah, this is the guy that found the gold back in the 1800s.
Right.
And these, they believe, were gun portals so he could protect himself. And the reason why this cabin was built here was because it was really close to his mine and mining claim.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat, the old table.
It is. Again, it took, like most miners, we say we go there, they built kind of hasty structures to get in, get some ore, and then get paid, get out, move on to the next mine. But here, he obviously owned the mine, owned the claim. Very sturdily built. I mean, it's got a good floor foundation, the rocks, and then like adobe brick style up on top. So he wanted this to last for a while, which it has.
And also for protection. As I said, the gun portals, that's because of the amount of robberies and murders that took place around here.
Right. In which they said this was around on Apache land and stuff like that, but they didn't want to confuse because there was crimes and things that took place here that they tried to blame on the natives. Which,
And it wasn't, it was...
when they go back through history, they realize, no, the natives wouldn't do those types of things. So
They were just thieves.
yeah, people doing the wrong thing.
And then outside is the hanging tree. And this old ironwood tree is estimated to be over 250 years old. 18 men have been hung from this hanging tree for crimes of theft, murder, and other unmentionables. Pretty neat, huh?
It is. It's also incredible. Trees are some of the longest living things on the earth. And if you could only imagine all the things that they have seen throughout their lifetime.
And apparently, surprisingly, I've said apparently a lot in this little bit clip, no paranormal activity in this area at all.
Really?
Yep. And of course, no trip would be complete without a trip to the outhouse. Let's take a look. Oh, it's a corner one. Very fitting. This is the oldest building on the property, built in 1884.
And Richard, you are going to love this place. It's probably going to take you back. Why? This is the assay office.
Wow.
This is really neat.
Replica gold bars.
Put those in your pocket.
They're replica.
That's what they say to throw you off. You can see all the crucibles, the different...
And the oven, the way they used to heat it, and the little jars. It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
It is. The way again, the construction, all the... I mean, this was the most important guy.
Yeah, and did you know that apparently, there I go again, apparently, that apparently one of the essayers were one of the people that got hung because he was found stashing gold.
Oh.
True story.
Terrible. And there's some more samples in the jars there. And then also an interesting fact that Tina was telling us. She said when this land was originally first sold, the mine company wanted to buy it out. They thought about destroying all of these buildings because, as you can see in the back there, the rock. At the time, they built all these structures with some of the rock from the mine and things. there's still gold in those rocks. At the time, they couldn't, crush it down to get that minuscule amount out of it. Now they do have the technology to do it. So they were afraid that the whole town would be wiped out so they could get what little bit of gold still remained in these rocks. So we're glad that that didn't happen.
Oh, wow. It's like oh, there's a skeleton down there.
Say what?
Skeleton down there. Human remains found.
Remains found.
So this was the bullion storage room. This is just the other side of the guard's room, the old fireplace,
Yep.
the old dresser.
Nice china.
Yep. And then here you got upstairs, which is locked.
Yep.
And the small essays office. Look at all those keys and locks.
Yeah. And then the core samples and...
Little stove, keep you warm.
Oh yeah. Got everything you need in here. So there you have it. Vulture City. A place that we do highly recommend coming to because all the proceeds go to help keep this place preserved. And as you can see, it's absolutely amazing. And like always, we don't show everything that there is here because you need to come and see these things for yourself. Come touch it, come smell it, come be a part of the history here.
Yeah, there's 15 original buildings and then lots and lots and lots and lots of artefacts.
And if you all would like to donate or, when you want to come visit here or anything, we will put all of the links to that in our description for you all to look forward to.
And remember to like, subscribe, ding that notification bell.
It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us out a great deal.
And on that note, get out there, go and explore, put another pin in the atlas, and we will see you on our next adventure or on Patreon. Bye.
Bye.